Are you looking for a new recipe idea that your family will absolutely love? Well, look no further because I'm going to share this pepperoni pizza bread recipe with you today. My family never gets sick of this. Every time I entertain with this recipe, everyone who tries it loves it and comes back for seconds and thirds. So, my name is Rachel. This is Are You Ready To? Are you ready to cook with me today? If so, I'm hungry. Let's get started. First thing is first, I need to make the bread portion of this pepperoni pizza bread recipe. Now, this recipe does take a little bit of time to make because you have to wait for that bread dough to rise, but other than that, this recipe is super easy and again, absolutely delicious. You're gonna love this recipe. I'm going to first make sure that my active dry yeast is surely active by adding 1 cup of very hot water to a 4-cup measuring cup. Then I'm gonna add my 3 tablespoons of active dry yeast, and I just keep mine in the freezer and I buy it in bulk. And then I'll add a tablespoon of sugar to that as well and stir it up really well. I'm gonna now set this yeast mixture aside and I'm gonna get started on measuring out 10 cups of flour. Now, you can actually cut this recipe in half. That's not a problem. I'm making the full recipe because I'm making a large portion for my family and another portion for a neighbor who absolutely loves this recipe. This is a great basic yeast bread recipe. You got to keep this one on hand because not only is it the base to this delicious pizza bread recipe, but you can also turn it into 4 full loaves of bread or 2 loaves of bread and a dozen rolls or 2 dozen rolls. Now to that 10 cups of flour, you're going to add a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 cup of sugar. Now I'm just going to give this a nice little mix with my spoon here before I add this big bubbly bunch of yeast to the flour mixture. Look at that. I would say this is proofed and I would say there's a good bet that this bread dough is going to have a nice rise. After adding the yeast to the flour mixture, it's time to add 3 more cups of warm water and 1/2 cup of oil to the mix as well. I used vegetable oil here. I like to then give everything a good stir and then set it aside for a couple minutes before kneading that dough. Now that bread dough has been sitting in this bowl for a couple minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hand knead this dough for about 5 minutes straight. So yes, this takes a little elbow grease, but trust me, it's worth it in the end. Kneading dough is so much fun, and in case you haven't done it before, this is how you knead dough. You just pull up from the bottom of the bowl, you push the dough away from you, and then pull it back towards you. And after 5 minutes, it should look like this. I'm just gonna cover this up with some plastic wrap and set it aside for, I would say 45 minutes to an hour, just depending on the temperature of your home. Just gonna set that aside and I'm gonna leave it alone until it doubles in size. My bread dough has doubled in size. I cleaned this whole surface area because I'm going to rub butter all over it, turn this bread dough out onto this surface, and then I'm going to roll it out and finish off making this pepperoni pizza bread. So with a buttered rolling pin, I'm gonna roll this dough out to a rectangular shape, and I'm gonna make sure that there's not too much dough on the edges. You do not want really thick edges here. You want to roll it out so it's just thin enough that it doesn't tear. Then spread some room temperature butter on the surface and sprinkle some Italian seasoning all over it, starting with the edges and then working your way into the center. In this bowl right here is 2 value-sized bags of pepperoni slices, which equates to 4 pounds of pepperoni slices. The idea here is to make sure that there is pepperoni in every single bite of this delicious pepperoni pizza bread. So starting with the edges once again, work your way to the center and cover every single inch of this dough with your pepperoni slices. We can't have pizza bread without cheese, so now it's time to add 2.5 pounds of shredded mozzarella cheese. Again, starting with the edges and then working your way to the center. Spread that cheese over the pepperoni as evenly as you possibly can. Like I said earlier, you can always cut this recipe in half if this is a little too much for you. Now it's time to roll this up. And what you want to do is start with the edges, tuck them over really tight, and just work your way back and forth, rolling the dough up like you would a cinnamon roll or cinnamon bun. Just roll it up really nice and tight, or as tight as you possibly can. And then when you get to the edge, instead of just rolling it all the way through, you want to pull the edges over top of your rolled piece of dough, just like that. Now that I finished rolling up this pepperoni pizza bread, look at how big it is. I measured it before I rolled it up, the dough that is, and it was 3 feet by 2 feet. Now that it's rolled, it's a little over 3 feet. And in the center, it's about 6 inches wide. I would say like 5.5 actually inches wide. And like I said in the beginning, you can easily entertain with this pepperoni pizza bread. Your guests will love it, but your family will too. So they'll probably not want you to share, and you'll have to freeze half of this. Now I'm gonna get my gloves back on my hands, and I'm gonna cut up this pepperoni pizza bread starting at the center. It's really helpful, I feel, to make that first cut right in the center of that rolled up pizza bread dough and then work my way out to the edges. It just helps me make every cut as even as I possibly can make it. Just look how delicious that looks already, and we haven't even baked it yet. When making your cuts here, you really want to squeeze that dough together, because this way all of your delicious fillings will not unravel and fall out of those rolled up pieces of pepperoni pizza bread dough. And then you just want to place them inside buttered casserole dishes. And I say place them inside, but really you just kind of jam them in there. I really crowd my casserole dishes up with those rolls of pepperoni pizza bread dough, because then when it bakes, it gets nice and fluffy and beautiful. I'm always sure to top my bread dough with any pieces of pepperoni or cheese that got left behind along the way. Everything fit in these 2 big 9x13 casserole dishes. So I'm gonna put them in my 375-degree oven, and I'm gonna bake them until they're nice and golden brown and beautiful and ready to eat. I'll let you know how long that is. I usually just go off of how everything looks, but I will time that this time just for you. I do have a gas stove, so keep that in mind when I give you the final cooking times, but look at this pepperoni pizza bread. This is why you jam all those pieces in those casserole dishes. It's so big and fluffy and golden brown and crispy, and it's just so delicious. And I always serve it with some pasta sauce that I have on hand. You've got to make this. In the end, the pepperoni pizza bread that was cooking in the glass casserole dish cooked for exactly 26 minutes. And in the thicker casserole dish, it took a little bit longer at 32 minutes. So that's the exact cooking times. Now it's time to plate this up and dive in. You're definitely gonna wow your family and or your guests with this pepperoni pizza bread. It's soft and fluffy and cheesy on the inside, crispy on the outside, and there's a pepperoni piece in every single bite. Now I'm at the best part, and that's eating my pepperoni pizza bread. But before I dive in, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I am so glad you're here. My name is Rachel. This is Are You Ready To? And I hope you had an excellent day. Only one way to eat this: with your hands. Oh, look at that. I'm not even going to dip it in the sauce. Have a great day.